All right, and welcome. We are starting the Planescape game today. Our people who saw the lovely prison city and said, I'm sure there's nothing sinister about that, and walked on in and now are trapped. And we're like, what? How does that work? As our amazing crew of interplanar people have been understanding this gate town of Cursed, and they can't help but feel like they're dragging around a large ball and chain attached to their ankles. Of course, as a reminder, all your movement is reduced by 5. As you constantly trying to and everyone's walking almost in this almost limpish way, trying to move the 1 foot as it messes with your movement here. And what did we decide after you had a talk with the person who offered you a way out, as long as you escorted their petitional son? What did you want to try to go do?
Did I hear something that we were going to a dump?
Yeah, I want to check out the dump for sure.
We're trying to get alcohol.
Or the woman with the cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
Mouse, your mouth is moving, but no sound is coming out.
Tentacle just comes out and fighting over. It's like, stop that. I was just going to say we can do both. It's just a matter of which one we want to go to first.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Well, why don't... What? What?
You need to purchase rock, paper, and scissors. For what purpose?
Oh, it's a game. Parchment, boulder, shears. It's a classic.
Oh, you should have said that.
I apologize.
All right, you go first.
Sort of a in unison game. Okay, Kelly, you want to go get alcohol? I want to go to the dump.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you go. Parchment, paper, shears says shoot, and then you throw out shears, parchment. Wait, parchment paper? That's not right. Parchment, boulder, shears, boulder, shears, parchment. All right, so you ready?
Wow.
I'm watching your hands.
I see that.
Yeah. I can see exactly what you're doing. We're gonna count down, and then you're gonna show me your hands.
Okay.
Okay, great.
This will definitely go well.
Yeah, totally. All right. Parchment, boulder, shears says shoot, and I have a boulder.
Robin won.
Did I win? Wait, how do we know?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I got a boulder.
All right, that means we go again. You ready?
All right.
Parchment, boulder, shears says shoot.
She has displayed shears.
I did
think
like
the
a...
game's rigged.
Well, I did a star. I think it was somewhere between a boulder and a piece of paper. I don't know.
You perhaps crumpled up the paper in the shape of a boulder.
This isn't working.
How about I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. Whoever, if it's whoever gets the closest gets to pick where we go.
Okay.
I am now walking. Tell me about the number later.
This is what happens in a group. We're 27 sessions in, and we have refused to elect a leader. We have refused to have anyone actually take lead.
7. I think we're playing alone, Silver.
I don't know what's happening, but
My number was 6. Let's go with the bathtub moonshine.
the what?
In the distance, you hear, "Was it 7?"
Come on, Kelly. We're going to the lady on her porch.
The lady on her porch. Okay.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. So, see the lady you're making before, she was trying to mix some different things together. Over and over. Oh, not the right consistency. Too much iron. She kind of mutters to herself.
Hi.
Looks up. There. Hello there. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Why have you come to my humble table? Might I serve you?
Oh, is this a restaurant?
Do you seafood? Are you gifted with sight beyond sight?
Possibly.
Oh, she gets a smile. Then please sit and let's talk more, my dear friend.
Oh, that sounds fun. I will go sit down. Come on, everyone.
This is very good indeed. I much love those who have abilities beyond the pale, you see.
Yeah. So, what do you do around here?
Oh, I am trying to remember things I have forgotten. But they don't come to me. I know I once used to know how to make amazing concoctions, but they are all gone from my mind.
Maybe if you remembered the ingredients, you could remember the concoctions.
That's what I have tried. I tried many things. Tried everything I have found here. I must say, you are so gorgeous, and as you say, your third sight. For a choice body part, I would give you 10 gold.
Okay. Would like for a choice body part, you will give how much gold?
10?
And what else comes with this steel?
That's it?
Oh.
Just looking for a finger, maybe a thumb.
A finger or a thumb?
Mm.
What if we found you one and brought it to you?
I am only paying such a good rate for yours. For this, let's see if I can tap into this third sight.
Oh. Well, that's a good point. But I don't know if I have any parts that I can part with.
Well, maybe when you have starved a bit longer, my offer will be more reasonable to you.
Okay. So you don't do readings?
Ah, is that what you wish me to do for you?
Well, I wasn't sure what you did. You were talking about a third sight, and you said serve, and you had a table, and you're on a porch, and you're a lady of years.
I can read many things, my friend. I could read your hand if you'd like.
You can read my hand?
Indeed, give me the palm and we shall see what will occur.
You're not gonna, like, chop off my hand, right?
No, not without a mutually agreed upon deal.
Inside
Okay.
check.
Give me insight.
It's loading. And
And nothing. You don't see anything where you think that she's being deceptive.
So I will place my palm up.
Neil would like to just keep an eye out that the lady's not like pickpocketing Kelly or something as this is going on.
And takes it. She goes, "Oh, I see." She kind of spits in your hand. And the spit enlarges to a roiling ocean. Oh, from the deeps you are.
Mm-hmm.
Then it grows into a tall skyscraper. And yet from a city far away as well.
Yeah, a city
Ooh.
that I guess is pretty far from here.
Oh, city and sea.
The city and sea.
And then it splits again as it comes into the shape of wild animals that try to tear the ocean apart. And then a flurry of tiny winged women try to tear the bears apart.
Oh,
Interesting. You are fractured. Ooh, very nice. You are a fractured soul. You are not real, unfortunately. Not fully. You will find your realness soon, though.
what?
But
What do you
only
mean?
after you destroy yourself several times. As the pieces of you that wish to exist do so at the cost of one another.
Wait, are you saying that if I die over and over again, I just finally become the real me?
No. But your fractures are like pieces of a whole, but they flow down. They cannot help but flow to their source. A river caught in reverse. You will
Is
eventually find the one who you truly are.
the one who I truly am.
Yes.
curious,
And on that day, you will die.
And on that day, though, does it say anything about being bonded to another person?
Do you believe you are bonded to another?
In a way, let's say that two spirits were bonded in a way that death to one would be death to both.
This is not impossible. Especially in this fractured state. that you seem to be in.
So what you're saying is, in effect, that if I die, eventually I die for good, and then I would swap places with the one I'm bonded with. Like the river that flows backwards.
I'm not saying anything like that, but you can. These things, they are esoteric at best. So maybe, who knows?
Wow.
But, how can I tell you? Yeah. She takes out a mirror. She goes, "You see yourself in this?"
Do I?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
And she takes a hammer and just breaks it.
Ah!
Now you are many you in there. Yes? But none of them the one you saw. However, for you, the mirror before it was shattered is still here, somewhere. And on that day, when the mirror is found, all the pieces will cease to exist.
Oh.
For the mirror is broken, and the mirror is not broken at the same time for you. Until you find the whole mirror, and it is only whole and not broken at all.
So eventually all the fractures become a whole.
If you want to look on the bright side, I suppose. To them, I think it will more feel like they suddenly die and perish painfully as the whole wakes up once more.
That's horrible.
So is most of the multiverse.
Is there a way to stop it?
No.
I see.
But enjoy the time you have.
Yeah. Kelly will stand up. Who's next? That was really disturbing.
PW.
that.
Go on.
Well, just, I mean, that lady's obviously full of crap. I'm not some fracture of some other person. It's bogus.
So she looks at you, Nancy. She goes, "Young lady, I will give you 10 gold for a lock of your hair."
Yeah, sure. She'll cut off a piece of her hair.
You didn't offer hair for gold. You said a finger.
Yes, your hair is not worth anything.
What?
For you, I'd want a finger. But her hair is special.
Her hair is
Wait, what's-
special.
Don't blame me.
You're rude.
Why is her hair special?
See. Just as I thought. It smells of wild space.
Mine does too. I'm the same type of elf. She stands up.
She goes, "No, I do not believe so. I don't think it is ever. From what I can tell, if you have touched wild space, maybe you dipped your toe in it, but never really embraced."
tell all that from the smell of someone's hair?
Starts speaking, grinding it up.
What type of concoction is it that you're trying to remember how to make?
I think once I made beautiful makeup for important people. Things that made one beautiful. And I want to know how to make it again, if I can.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute here.
Well, she had to go somewhere.
Alistair will look at Nayland. I mean, I guess you weren't here when we talked with the, for lack of a better term, Master Mimir. But the Master Mimir told me more or less the same thing she did about what we are. We are shards of a broken mirror. So it tracks. The Mir didn't mention that we would all potentially die when we resolve the issue, but at the same time, well, I can't help but think a lot of this may just be relative. We won't know until we find that answer.
Why don't you want my hair, though?
Oh, I will tell you what. Let's do 5 copper.
She narrows her eyes.
I had interrupted PW before. Was there something you were trying to say, Daniel?
There's a heavy clunk as PW drops his left hand on the table in front of the lady. Feel free to read my hand.
Tink, tink. Interesting. She spits in it. And violet and cyan. It splits into 2 violet and cyan orbs as they move around. And there's a form that comes up, first yours, and then it begins to shift at times almost into different looking mechanical bodies, then to one of flesh, and then many others. Nah. Similar problem.
Am I as fractured as Kelly?
Kelly. Your name is Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh, how pretty. You suffer, yes. Though not as awfully as others. That's her anyway. A stronger thread, I think. In a manner of speaking.
You know, mermaid tears fetch a really high price on the market, and I wouldn't sell mine to you. So I hope you learn to respect all manner of life.
Huh? I will keep that in mind.
When I see the flesh and blood version of myself, does it look like anybody we've known, or can I tell
No,
anything about it?
like you haven't kind of watched necessarily.
Cool.
Yes, it is. You at once, just like her. Your future and present and past are all happening all at once. It's impossible to see. And I only use organics in my making.
Sort of indignantly, I'll pick my hand back up. It was cleaner than any of your other ingredients.
Well, thank you for stopping by and for doing business with me.
On to the dump.
Yeah. On to the dump.
We gotta find like some Outland City Hall or something. Kelly, you have to change her name.
What?
She's some sort of fae freaky person, and now she knows your name. Who knows what she can do with that?
Well, she also didn't know I was an astral elf. She's not that smart.
Well, I'll point out, Nayland, she also has a lock of your hair now.
Why did she want your hair?
I got 10 gold for that.
Yeah, you
I'm
did give
just
her
saying.
some of your hair.
My hair's been to space.
Clearly, it's not as good as my hair. I don't know what to tell you.
Perhaps
then-
it has been damaged by seawater.
Yeah, maybe it washed out. Yeah.
No. You know, my hair is very important. It's very expensive. That lady didn't know what she was talking about.
Have you had it appraised at other shops?
It is the envy of all the fish.
You know when you turn into a mermaid?
Yes.
If you had your mermaid tail removed, would you come back without legs?
Why are you asking me that?
I don't know, I was curious.
Yes, I would not have legs.
Okay. All right, good to know.
Do not worry, Kelly. We will find someone to purchase your hair.
It's not about that. It's just the fact she didn't even want it.
Maybe they'll want it at the dump.
The dump. Nayland, you're not helping. Silver, they didn't ask for yours either.
Yeah, I don't know. When she started doing the whole hot tui, I'm gonna look into your future and your past and everything about who you are in the puddle of my own spit. Things started happening. I kind of panicked and was like, no. I thought this was like a crazy, I'm gonna make moonshine in a bathtub lady. Not like a crazy, I'm gonna look into your past, present, and future lady.
Yeah.
I will say I'm not sure what it says about us that our group all assumed when a lady was sitting out on her porch on the street mixing something, we assumed it was booze.
Is that what we assumed?
That's what I assumed.
I immediately went to witchcraft.
I feel like I've known a witch before. I don't know. It's a little hazy. But they also made moonshine, so who knows?
Regardless, I'm willing to bet that none of us thought it was going to be makeup.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's perfectly safe makeup. I don't imagine they ground up little goblins or anything to make it.
Or like me like influence people's minds or anything.
Silver was right there. If she was grinding up goblins, she probably would have asked for silver.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm
definitely,
saying. Definitely,
safe.
definitely
Yeah, for sure.
humanitarian
Yeah.
cosmetics company.
all above board in Cursed, the prison town. Totally.
Only ground elf seems to be needed.
Maybe it's the color.
Could be.
She likes red.
Red is very rare. Have we been talking while we're walking to the dump?
I'm assuming.
Beautiful.
We're
We're not just standing in front of the lady.
Yeah. Alistair, did you not want to introduce your tentacle to that lady?
I'm good.
Likely a wise action.
Like I said, what she said was not terribly different than what the Mimir in Ysgard told us. So, I'm not sure anyone knows what is going on with us. A lot of people seem to have a lot of ideas about us.
Yeah.
So,
All right. You begin approaching. And there you see mountains of junk fill countless acres of Cursed Dump. Debris range from simple trash to the ruins of massive structures to the blasted remains of mighty constructs. Miles of trash mountains and trash canyons. The heaps themselves are 20 feet tall.
Oh, we're
What
here.
do those constructs look like? Okay.
There's pieces of every type you could possibly imagine.
Peter's looking at them like they're long lost, like dinosaur ancestors. Do we know where we should start?
We're just looking for what exactly?
I believe A looks at Nayland. Good time.
We're just getting to know the place. We need it for our Mimir. Obviously, that's the reason we're here.
We need to see the dumpster.
Well, yeah, we need a whole well-rounded view of the gate town.
Never understood why people on the land have these tiny little sections where you put all of your undesirable treasures.
except this is not a small little area. I mean, this is enormous.
That's a
And
good
it's
point.
got much more debris from many different things. So, this is there. Can we just go into this area and look around?
Yeah, kind of walk in and coming out of one of the piles, you see there's this heap of trash that flies, and a silvery-haired older woman kind of jumps out and lands. Ha ha! Well, hello there!
Ah!
Welcome to the dump of Cursed! I am
Okay.
Dolores!
Oh,
Happy
no.
to meet you. Have you come to donate or take something or steal something?
We are just browsing.
Yeah. Can we set up a big time?
Browsing, I love it. My browsers, what are you browsing for?
To be fair, I'm curious what the connection is.
Do you have anything sparkly?
I have many things that once were sparkly, and maybe with the TLC that you could provide, they could sparkle for you once more. Look, and we shall see what type of deal we can make. But be careful. As she kind of points, as you see this large metalwork sculpture. It's like abstract. It's weird, like abstract, a corroded statue. And it looks like it's made from ornate blade work of swords, armor, and like custom metal work that has been woven around them, and they kind of a weird abstract beauty to them. She goes, "You don't want to touch those."
Why not?
That's then you'd anger Two Dog.
Anger who?
Two Dog, the artist. He lives here and makes all these. They're beautiful in his own abstract way. And I think goes, and you this may be, as she looks at Patient, whispers, you should be extra careful. I cannot guarantee your safety.
I can guarantee my own.
To be clear, let's see here. And she kind of reaches down behind her, like into her undergarments around her buttocks, and pulls out a big hunk of metal. Aha, here we go. And tosses it, and you see about 30 of these rust-colored insects spread out, and they touch it, and it dissolves. And they go away.
You don't realize it immediately, but PW is now standing next to everybody else.
No, just you move quickly when you want to, PW.
I do not know what you're talking about, Alistair. Anyway, the dumps. We've seen them. Anyway.
Can we set up a digging area like the archaeologists do? We'll have like our own little brushes and look for neat trinkets.
Sure. That's the biggest thing. I always say, don't bring metal to the dump, or you will not be taking it back with you. My rust monsters, they're vicious. They're very vicious.
We'll stay away from them.
They won't stay away from you.
I am readying an action at all times to use Sentinel to attack a rust monster if it gets close to me.
Well, what do y'all want to do? Because if we're going to be digging for treasure, we need to probably get started.
Do you see any coral or underwater areas that may interest you?
At the dump? Maybe some mud puddles, but nothing that interests me.
I mean, I guess the implication of this place is large enough that it is, like, you almost can't see as far as there is stuff.
Well,
There's bound-
I'm gonna take a walk around. You guys can hang back if you want. PW, I'll get it. I get it if you want to stay there. But I'm gonna go check out this artist.
And I'm going to go look for treasure.
I was gonna go look for treasure, but now I want to make sure PW doesn't get disintegrated.
PW is standing next to you now.
Bye, Alistair.
No, Alistair wanted to. Yeah, I don't know. Alistair wanted to. He's going to take out his notebook, and he's wandering through the dumpster, maybe with Naylan, but what he's doing is he's trying to get a handle on what is ending up here. Because he's starting to catch on that most things in the Outlands and where we go are almost metaphorical. So he wants to know what's winding up here, what the common thread is. So I think he's essentially investigating the dump to see if he can see what the theme is, either of what's ending up here or if there's something about the different parts ending up here, that sort of thing.
Okay. Sounds good.
PW would also go with Nayland and Silver to go look at the statue or the sculpture.
And we're gonna leave Kelly alone? Wait a minute.
I guess so.
No, Nayland won't stand for it.
That has never gone poorly for Kelly in the past.
We'll do this. Nayland, you start looking at the sculptures, and you kind of look around, and what did you try to find, Two Dog?
Sorry, say that one more time.
You wanted to find the artist, the Two Dog there?
Yes.
Okay. Kind of hear, like, behind some trash piles, there's some... not right yet. No. Let's see here. I'll warm this up. Manacles always work well. And... a Vorpal blade. You will do nicely. You hear a wrenching. Kind of turning, you see him taking like this red and black blade that is almost like brimming with magical power. And you see this enormous dragon with coppery scales breathing fire upon it. And then it breaks. And smoke goes out as he releases all the magic. Stupid magic gets in the way of modeling. And bends it around. What looks like to be some approximation of a person. Oh, so good. Oh, where did I put that staff of an Archmagi? Oh, here. Breaks it and starts putting it as arms and remoting it.
Nayland's gonna take out some. She has a pair of manacles, like mundane manacles. She'll kind of take them out in her hand, and then she'll walk towards the voice and say, knock, knock.
And they turn, you can see that there's these thick goggles on their eyes, like almost welding goggles. Like, I gotta take these things off. See these bright green eyes. Hello, have you come to appreciate my art?
Why, yes, I have.
You
I heard
see?
you,
Yes.
Go ahead.
What did you hear about me?
Oh, I just heard you looking for some manacles. I actually,
You have manacles?
hoped I could. I'd love to donate to the cause.
Yes, it can be my inspiration.
She'll, toss them over.
Ooh. These are good manacles. Who made these?
A mystery person, which is part of why they're so cool. They have untold stories, potential, possibilities, limitless.
Of course.
I don't
do you
remember.
use them for? What type of energy is in this?
Limitless possibilities, untold stories.
Okay. Good. It kind of likes that. I like this.
What does somebody with such vision, do to end up in a place like this?
Yeah. Oh, I came here willingly. I asked to be here. This is a great honor
Oh,
because my art is only made from that which others think is trash. All types of things end up here, broken and forgotten. And from that spark, I make beauty and power. And we take the symbols of imprisonment, the manacles, and we mold them into things that defy imagination at the same point, taking the instruments one might use for freedom, these items of great magic, and destroying them. For in the making of the art, I destroy hope. But that which is a symbol of lost hope is what brings the art to the piece.
that's actually pretty sick.
Ha! I knew I liked you.
How long have you been here?
Many years. At least, 300. And I've taught those rust monsters to stay away!
Is PW with us?
I would have come.
Cool. All right.
I'm probably not paying attention because my eyes are like looking around constantly for rust monsters.
So, what would be your take then on like a broken mirror, and it was once whole or something, and then it shattered, and there are all these pieces, and eventually you know that the pieces would have to die in order for the mirror to be as it once was?
Oh. You sound like you're from Sigil. Sounds like philosophy. I don't like philosophy. It's too rigid.
Cool. I kind of agree.
But you gave me this. May I make you something?
Wow, I would legit be honored.
Okay. Kind of picks a few things and starts to breathe fire and move it with his claws and his hands. And in with metal, and he's breaking a few more magic items. And he rips off one of his scales as well. And fashions it in to what looks like a brooch one would put on a cloak, in the shape of two claws that, as he shines them, appear to be cracked mirrors. Inspired by you and your strange Sigil question. I gift it. May your generosity bring you a lack of death.
Thank you. I really like it. Should put it on.
All right. And so this is a scaled ornament stirring.
Ooh. Ooh.
glad you like it.
Oh,
But,
nice.
she's patient. You need to be really careful around here.
Yeah, we were-
I've hardly been paying attention to his work this whole time. I'm just like constantly looking around. I'm like, yeah, sure. It was nice to meet you, guy.
One of them runs right at you, one of these rust monsters.
The hand turns into a buzzsaw in the middle and just like immediately is at full speed.
This particular one totally cut off.
So, Nayland, you procured a gift. May we exit now?
She's sort of still staring at it like somebody stares at like really interesting art in like a museum or something. She's like, wow, you get the angle. Oh man, it makes you think of like the void, but also whatever. And yeah, she'll walk out.
Amazing. All right. And so, investigation check from Alistair.
Okay. That is going to be a 19.
Very good. And as far as patterns, I would say it appears to be truly random. There's not a lot of rhyme or reason to what makes its way here. It's hard to fully, like, you're looking for that and it's just not coming.
Mhm.
Then Civil, what were we doing?
I think I'm just gonna kind of like look around and see if there's any anything small and sparkly, or once was sparkly, that could be used for like jewelry.
Okay.
Add to my collection.
You can find bits of like sparkly mica if you look close enough.
I scoop it up because even the smallest little bit can be made into something precious. And with plenty of glue.
Is there anything specific Kelly is looking for?
Kelly ventures out a bit to look for some interesting treasure.
Okay. Give me a investigation check.
Why investigation? That's with the negative a 17.
Okay. Looking around, you come upon what seems to be a box with a collection of very small spoons, all with different names on them. Each one is wrapped in a different color thread.
Okay. I'll just put those in my bag.
As you go to take it, the trash rustles and this hairless rat about 5 feet wide just floats up, literally, and floating in midair. Hey! And you see they have a huge exposed brain.
Oh, you again.
Do you know me?
Yeah, we met back in Sigil.
I've never been to Sigil. What's Sigil?
It was a long time ago. I thought we met. You look familiar.
Do you mean Sigil?
Yeah.
Ah. I know. I am the node. I am one of the only ones to escape the Lady of Pain's mazes,
Oh.
and thus my brain is 3 times my body, but I've lost all my fur.
Does this one look like the other one?
Well, the other one had hair. This is hairless and fat and just kind of moving. The other ones do not float by the power of their intellect.
Okay.
But I can give you anything you want to know about Sigurd should you help me kill the Lady of Pain. Will you help me?
I mean,
Together we can do it.
together we can do it?
Yeah, we can kill the lady. Is there anything that you want to solve in your life?
Several things.
It can be done by killing the Lady of Pain. Right? Because she causes it's painful, yes?
I'm not gonna lie. You're kind of one of the few people who seems to believe I can do something. That's kind of refreshing.
Hmm.
What you said your name was Node?
The node, please.
The
Definite
node.
article.
Okay. Well, how are you going to get back to Sigil if you're here?
It's one of its claws kind of hits its brain. I have plans within plans.
Could you get us out?
Hmm. It's possible. We could see something. Who would be my lady killers?
I mean, I can talk to them about it.
Yes. Could find a way out. This would be good. This would be good. It is here where I get all secrets. People have so much trash and secrets ends up seers. What I know, yes.
I've noticed that. Where's all the good stuff?
Looks around. All over. Look, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff.
Well, I mean, I found this box of spoons.
Yes. Yes. Child spoons, but too many for one child. Marked as if for different children, clearly from the same maker, from the same house, maybe. But why different ones?
Wait a minute.
What?
Is this box? Is it like a? Did I just pick up like some collection of children's spoons in like a store box?
It's a nice wooden box.
Okay. Great. I'll look into this. And those were really good questions you asked.
Thank you.
Unnecessary questions, but good nonetheless. Okay. And anything though that seems magical here? Is the node?
Oh no.
Oh no! Like, why is the node taking a minute here?
He's being busted for trafficking in child souls and spoons.
I just about lost it. Yes, a box full of spoons, but none of them the same. Too many
Kelly's just
for
having a
one
totally
child.
different adventure. Yeah.
Does anybody watch Taskmaster on
Yeah.
YouTube?
No.
Like last season, it's like a stupid. It's not a game. It's kind of a game show, I guess. But what's her name had to like open that luggage and it was just full of forks, and she was like losing her mind because she was like, "Why would this luggage be full of forks?" Anyway, that's Kelly right now.
Yeah.
So, Robin,
Uh-huh.
I have fantasized. Like I feel like this is weird, but I have fantasized of bringing 2 luggages on my eventual trip to Italy. One of those luggages is strictly for a wheel of Parmigiano Reggiano.
Oh, incredible! I was on the fence about what you were gonna say. I was hoping it wasn't spoons.
That is
but
all
I'm with
we're
you.
looking for.
Oh,
Just
cheese
for
luggage.
cheese.
Correct. I think this is a good choice.
And I told myself this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do it
Good for you.
because I've always wanted my own wheel of Parmigiano Reggiano.
Worth it. No matter how much the luggage costs, do it.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I feel like I've never had authentic Italian food. I've had
I've s- I love it so much that I've stalked the Facebook of my local grocery store for whenever they do a cutting.
Matt, I think you should guess what we're talking about.
It goes. The node knows things. I can tell you what you want to know.
The node zoned out.
Did the node hear my last question?
What was your last
Or-
question?
My last question was, I was complimenting them on the spoons, but I was curious if there was anything that seemed magical in this dump.
Everything magic I give to Tudog. He likes them a lot.
I like them too.
Oh yes, he breaks them, lets all their magic go into the prison of this place to destroy hope of any who wish to find things.
So could you put in a good word with Two Dog and maybe they'd be like, oh yeah, I'll give that mermaid a nice fancy something.
Tudog hates me.
You give Two Dog all your magic though.
Yes, so that when he goes to eat, he doesn't eat rat. This is not a good relationship. This is a I feel for my life relationship.
Yeah, I'm wondering how 50-50 this partnership is if we're going to go kill the Lady of Pain. Because if you can't take on Two Dog, how are you going to help with the Lady of Pain?
That is because Tudog, you would fight with sword. I do not fight with sword. I fight with secrets. I fight with the mind. If you try to fight the Lady of Pain with a trident, you are dead meat. But if you look at her the wrong way, you're dead meat. But
Insight
if you
check this
think
guy.
about her the right way and into the, you can outsmart and crush your little brain.
I did not roll well. 13.
They are sold on what they're selling.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna get back to you. The node. And we'll deal with that later. And I'll go meet up with my party. Carrying this big box of spoons.
expect everybody, there is like this bit of quiet before 100 rust monsters all rush PW.
Oh my god.
Oh shit!
Is this just it? This is how we get a new PW?
That may be.
I would like to stand in front of PW and block him with my body and go to punch them.
I love it. It's like, what I do to BW is 10 dexterity saving throws.
Jesus.
And we need to avoid a natural one. If you don't get a
will try
natural
his
one,
hardest.
you succeed.
Okay.
Okay, now I just need to get him to happen. Oh, nope, it's not going to take it. I have to do it on my phone. Okay.
This is a silly game we play.
24. 15. 9. 17. Or sorry, 18. Ooh. There's that one.
It's done.
All right. Let's see. Is that just one nat one?
I just won.
Okay. One nat 1 out of 10. All right. In that
Did
case,
you finish?
No, he
Oh,
has
no, I still have 5 more to go.
Oh, could continue going.
Yeah. Okay.
How many nat ones you get?
Can't see it because it's covered by the screen. Okay, that's the only nat one.
Okay. In that case, all of your attributes are only decreased by 1.
Oh, cool.
As you begin to rust. There's big patches.
ZPW visibly shrinks as he looks thinner in almost every aspect, and the lights in his eyes start to dim.
See the Otori woman. Warned you! And they kind of all scatter after that. Except for the dead bodies that are by Silver, because she went boom, boom, boom.
I'm ready to go. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm gonna grab PW, lift him above my head like some kind of mannequin, and just run him out of the dump.
As she takes off a shape that is left behind in rust.
We do need to talk, though. I met the node.
Was it a dragon?
No. It's more like a big hairless rat with a big brain. And he wanted us to help kill the Lady of Pain.
That rat
Said-
is a fool.
He said he had a way out, but I don't believe him.
A way out of here?
Yeah. But, well, the reason I don't believe him is he's afraid of Two Dog, but he wants to fight the Lady of Pain. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
The Lady of Pain is more terrifying than a dragon.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure she sent him here for a reason. And he's just digging through the trash and said that he gives all his magic items to Two Dog. So all I could find was this box of spoons. I need to identify them. Maybe they're magical.
Fun colors?
PW not conspicuously is looking at Nalen's brooch while looking at this box of spoons. We had very different experiences.
Yeah, clearly.
What you said just now, though, I mean, if that node guy is here, does that mean that the Lady of Pain is afraid of him?
I don't know. Maybe not, but I can't imagine why. I mean, but maybe. I mean, if you wanna take him up on the deal, we can go. But he said we would be his lady killers.
I feel like messing with the Lady of Pain is not something we should do unless we really have to.
Yeah.
She seems like a being capable of countering our ability to return from the dead. She likely would simply imprison us.
We're already here.
On a completely different connotation, I am indeed a lady killer. However, that's gonna be a nope from me, dog.
Oh, God. I just aged.
Are you serious? No.
Mijog's another dragon in the stumps.
Well, I don't have any way to identify if spoons are magical, but do any of you?
You could try eating with it.
I'll take that as a no.
I don't. Alistair, do you?
Alistair's not with you all.
Alistair?
Alistair was off hunting things and nobody bothered to go get him. Alistair is still climbing in the dumpster.
Yeah, it's on brand.
Yes. And you kind of hear, you see Tormund come, and I will not let your Alistair out till you return my spoons or pay for them. If you, we'll call it 3 gold for the spoons.
Do we just hear that yelling apropos nothing, or do we see the
She's like right in front of you now, staring at
Oh,
you.
Dolores is here now. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Dolores is here.
Dolores? I don't even know what kind of spoons I have yet.
Does the node work for Dolores?
So
You
give
said
them
you
back,
found news.
or give me 3 gold. Your choice.
Well, I don't know what they're worth.
They're worth 3
Just said
gold.
3 gold.
I'll give you 3 gold.
No, I got it.
Well, I said I would get it. I got
Oh.
it.
Too bad.
Leave you up 7 for the day.
Here, take
Let's
the
go.
gold.
Excellent.
Nobody wants my hair. Nobody wants to give me cool brooches. But I'm going to take these stupid spoons for 3 gold.
Clearly, you like the spoons.
Yes, you like them for whole 3 gold. I mean, must be the spoons of your life. That's awesome. All right. Alistair is free to go, but you can stay and look at cute things. What's your choice?
She doesn't actually have Alistair. Alistair is still like somewhere back there.
No, she just yells it across the dump.
Yeah.
You have no idea that
Exactly.
interaction took place.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to the bar. When Alistair gets done dumpster diving, he can come join us.
Someone should go get him.
I spent 3 gold for him, so he better get the message.
I'm gonna go with Kelly to the bar. I don't like when she wanders off alone. But you guys handle Alistair?
So we PW at the dumpster.
Rusted
PW
PW was just standing there, just like,
You wait right here. I'll go get Alistair. Alistair!
Yeah,
Alistair,
Jump
you are
into
able
the
to
dumpster.
find scraps of books that have half-written notes of elder gods on them.
Oh my gosh.
Different names.
So with what?
Lupith.
No, Alistair's trying to figure out the puzzle and he can't figure it out. So is like he's dead to the world unless Silver just wants to pick him up.
Just pick up the dumpster.
I can't. I'll pick you up. I'll have you under one arm. I'll have you under the other. I could actually do this with the amount of strength I have. So
If I
I'm getting lighter every moment. So.
If you just like if I just had a few more hours, I think I'm starting to see the pattern. I think the problem was the Roman chariot over there. That doesn't fit the pattern I had. It doesn't fit the hypothesis, so I had to scrap everything.
What are you trying to figure out, Alistair? Share with the class. What are you working on over there?
It's trying to figure out what the pattern was to what wound up in this dumpster.
Well, Two Dogs said that it was stuff from all over that people didn't want. People called it trash or dysfunctional or broken, and they got rid of it. Kind of sounds like how people in society, you call them trash, dysfunctional, broken, they wind up here.
Certainly. But there's a lot of places in the plains where people like that wind up. Just wondering why this one is so big.
Well, I don't really like philosophy very much. I'm more into art these days, so peace out. I'm gonna go to the bar.
You do know that the bar is full of like revolutionary philosophers, right?
Great, so you'll have tons of people to talk to.
Or are you just looking to get drunk? That's why we're going to the bar.
Kelly wanted to go to the bar.
I lost track of who wanted to go anywhere.
I would like to leave the dump.
PW, you look different.
I have lost mass.
Oh.
I'm also doing something different with my hair. Can you tell?
Yes. Very much so.
I shake my head and it's just rust that comes off.
It used to be a 70-degree radius of curvature. It appears to be only 60 now.
The surface is somewhat irregular.
Kelly puts the spoons on the bar table and will use them in a drink that she orders to test them.
All right. What'd you have? What do you have? We've got worm bile.
How about just some salt water?
Salt water. Sure.
Can you make it sparkling?
5 silver.
All right, here you go.
Kind of looks around and you see he's like, looks like he actually found a little bit of sparkles. He starts throwing it in some water, shakes it up, and puts it there. It sparkles. It's very salty.
All right, and I'm going to take out one of the spoons and I will try to swirl the spoon in the water to see if it does anything.
Okay. You will see it swirls. The GM's not knowing what you're attempting to do.
I'm trying to test to see what these spoons do because I don't have identify.
It seems like you have spoons.
Just regular
They
spoons.
stir things.
Okay. Well, Kelly will put away the spoons and look sad and drink.
Are we arriving at the bar at the same time, or is Kelly there by herself?
You guys probably, it sounds like you're walking and talking with her. I mean, she was ahead a little bit, but you were following her. time. So
Clarifying, did he offer worm bile or warm bile?
basically, it's everything here is fermented from animal in some way.
Worm.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
then I have
sanitary. It's not going to make you like sick in like the poison sense, except how alcohol does anyway. So it's just
PW would be looking to procure something that literally could strip rust from metal. So
oh, buddy.
the harsher, the better.
Yeah. Actually, have something for 500 gold for you, if you really want to take care of that.
PW sighs in wealthy robot and pays 500 gold.
There you go. And if you apply it, that will gain you. You may have those points back.
Just casually buffing myself at the table, so I'm like filling in.
Yeah. Just take about an hour to apply it. But
Can I attune in this time?
yes. But Kelly, coming up to you, there is an individual here. Dang it. Let's do this because I'm going to try to fix my internet problem here. Let's go to break, and while I restart my computer, it's about break time anyway. So let us do this, and we will come back.
Okie dokie.
Hold on to your spoons.
Oh. Hmm. So it's going to fit.
So I suppose I could see why someone would purchase a safe night's rest in the dump. Especially if your pursuers are of the mechanical nature.
Indeed. So you're here at Trader's Gate, the bar here. And sitting next down to you, Kelly, you see a green-skinned individual, with a very flat slit nose and long green ears and long black hair. Oh. Hey there, mermaid.
Hey there, Gith.
Heard y'all were looking for the around trying to do business.
Business?
Yes.
Well, we sold some things in town. I have some spoons that I've been looking to sell. What kind of business do you want?
Just wondering if you're willing to do a little rescue mission.
Who needs rescuing?
A man, friend of mine by the name of Tovis Gilaf.
Where do they need rescuing from?
From the Burgeon Master estate.
And in return for this generous freeing of Tovis, what are you offering?
Well, I've got gold. We say 2,000.
Which estate?
The Burgeon Master estate.
I'll assume you've attempted already to get in.
Not cut out for it, but I saw your crew. Heard that you survived last monster swarm. Thought you might be able to take care of it.
We might be able to take care of it. Where's your hideout?
Nothing as fancy as that. I have a tent over on the other side.
And should I just refer to you as the gift?
Might be best.
All right. Let me pass this information along. And if we take it up, we will take him to the tent.
Sounds good.
What do they look like?
A little like me. They're a Gith as well. Their complexion's a little more gray, you could say.
By the way, do they have better drinks anywhere here?
This is the best place.
Worm bile.
Fermented worm bile. Still get you drunk.
I like the taste of things.
Oh. Sorry for your loss.
Me too. Kelly will take her box of spoons to a back table where maybe somebody from the party's at. I don't know where we're at.
I think everyone's in the bar.
I'd probably be there. At a back table.
So we might have a job.
Is that who you were talking to?
Yeah. Was talking to them. And they need some help freeing someone.
From where?
From the
Virgin Master Estate.
the Virgin Master Estate.
The Burgermeister, indeed.
A gip named Tovis. They said they'd pay us 2,000 gold.
It seems an insufficient fund to attempt to assault an unassailable building.
Well,
Guarded
they were only
by-
going to offer 1,000, but I threw in a lock of my hand.
I still believe the bargain to be insufficient.
I agree, but it's a crazy market here.
Did you offer to include Nalen's hair as well?
Oh no, they didn't want. I don't want to say this in front of Nayland. They just didn't want anything that was, damaged.
Too affected by the majesty of space.
That too.
So now you're comfortable saying your hair isn't wild, spacey hair.
Well, look, I didn't make the rules. Apparently, the sea keeps your hair lush and clean.
Mm-hmm. All that salt is good for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm fine with doing it. I am dying for something to do.
Where's everybody else?
If I look to my sides, are Silver and Alistair sitting at the table.
Alistair was going to try to talk to some of the patrons here, but you can probably wave him down to, yeah.
Oh, wait.
I thought you were going to say you were headed back to the dumps.
No. But you can wave him down, yeah.
Why not? It's money. You can always use more money.
We are not aware of why this being was imprisoned. Also,
Yeah, why
it may
was
hinder our ability to escape?
that is very important. Why were they in prison?
I don't know. They were just they're being held. They want them free, and they were paying money.
Well, what if they're a mass murderer?
I mean, aren't we mass murderers?
Who are we to judge?
Yeah, but we haven't like gone crazy and killed a ton of innocent people yet.
I think it's a good excuse to get into the Burgermeister house. Whatever the house's name was.
The Hamburglar House. Yes.
The Hamburglar house. I think it might be good for our Mimir to see where the person who's in charge lives.
I'm
That's a
gonna
side of
take a
things we don't
wild
know.
guess and say that they're corrupt.
Also, the ensuing experience wherein we are more deeply incarcerated will also align us more closely with the themes of prison.
I mean,
See?
everyone here's a criminal. We've already said that.
Can neither confirm nor deny my criminal status.
Well, what's the worst that can happen? Let's go.
We could die.
Well, let's go find Alistair. He's been chatting up half the bar by now, so let's go get that boy.
All right.
Can start a revolution at this point.
Maybe playing beer pong with his tentacle.
He's singing empty chairs at empty tables, it looks like.
Do you think he's purchased anyone's hair yet?
He could always sell it.
I assumed I was at the table already with you guys. Like,
Oh,
aren't we moving on? Like, I don't.
we're just talking
Like-
about him. He's sitting right there.
You said you wanted to go meet other people or look for
Well,
other
it
interesting.
would seem like we were moving on. So I'm just, yeah, we should. That's fine.
We can wait.
Yeah,
We're
that's
not
fine.
in a hurry. They didn't give me a time schedule if you need to do some investigating.
Also, Kelly did stuff while we were all silent, so this might have been stuff that already happened.
Yep.
Whatever y'all want to do.
Alistair was just gonna look for what are the patrons as and the patrons in this bar are usually sitting in groups.
Roughly, yeah. Talking their philosophy and their
Right.
heroic rescues.
So Alistair's gonna look for the one person who's not.
Okay.
Or the one person who's in a tavern full of people rejected and excluded, the one they're rejecting and excluding.
Okay. So, you your time is find yourself there is a individual here in a gray cloak who one seems to be avoiding. As you get close, you can see they have an armor that has many, many spikes, and they have several pairs of manacles sitting as they kind of drink and look past. Look on, everybody. Use you to sit. Huh. You're a brave friend.
Oh, bravery and ignorance go hand in hand. Saw you sitting alone and was curious.
Well, here, seeing if any of these are worthy of Kakarai here, Akasarai.
Worthy of Karsarai, in what way?
Oh, justice is my calling. I find those who've broken the law and see that they find it. And someone who fled Sigil reportedly came here after they tried to start a no-pants revolution. Sounds harmless, but things like that can get a life of their own quite literally in that place. They broke the rules for establishing a faction. And, well, people died.
And you believe they are here?
Sources said they might be. Huh.
My understanding is that, at least what do I feel like we've been told repeatedly upon arrival here, is that everyone here is a criminal, and no one is allowed to leave.
Oh, so the new rules weren't always so. But, there's ways out if you go, but it's kind of nice. Criminals come in, you find the ones that are especially guilty, and you put them in someplace worse. So you're not a petitioner. What brings someone like you here?
You probably won't believe this, but it's more or less a fact-finding expedition. Learning. Attempting to learn about the nature of things.
Similar, then.
Suppose.
Well, I'll do you the courtesy, since you sat to drink with me. I won't see if there's any contracts out on you.
I appreciate that.
I might pray anyway. See if he comes in. Throw him through the portal myself, through that gate.
What happens on the other side of that gate?
I don't know. Nothing good. I haven't seen anyone ever come out of it, but as far as what happens to them specifically, I can't tell you, but it is the prison plane. Worse than this place. It's the only place I haven't actually pursued those who've broken the law. Tells you how not nice I think it is.
An entire plane that's a prison.
Hmm.
Seems to be a place for everything.
Of course. It's where, do you know the type of person who ends up there?
I could string together theories, but I'd rather hear your view.
The people who know they belong there. They might try to escape, even try to get out of here. But when they die, they die, I guess you could say, worshippers of prison. They know it's what is supposed to happen to them. And so their soul is drawn from the astral sea to there or here. All memory of their life stripped from them. All they know is they're a prisoner, and their soul is destined to try to escape and be punished.
I've heard of such place, or if you'll forgive me, I've not understood the terminology of a philosophy before. The idea that those in eternal punishment are there because deep down they choose to be. Is that what you're...
It's a choice. It's more of an inner knowledge, a truth. They know they belong in the plane of exile. That's why it's called the Tartarian Depths. Acid seas, sulfurous atmospheres aren't there. There's no biting cold or infernos. It's subtle. The darkness, despair of passions and poisons, of kingdom-shattering betrayals. Hatred runs like a deep, slow-moving river. It's those that lived that way, that their soul was so maligned that not even the hells take them.
When they go, you say they're stripped of their memory and knowledge of their previous life.
Yes.
So there is no room. There is no seeming accounting for the idea of redemption.
Redemption. No. Justice is if you know you belong in prison, that's where you stay.
You say that you've never seen anyone come out that porthole, but presumably there are other ways in and out of Carceri. Is there any... Forgive my constant questions, but I find these things both fascinating and, as I say, a fact-finding mission. There's no record of anyone leaving Carceri once they are there?
Not through the gate.
Mm-hmm.
But of course there are ways and portals, staircases infinite that one could travel if one knows.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Let's just say I've been a hunter, a pursuer across many planes, and that is one I let my prey stay in for a time. Should they find their way in. And that's the delicious part. When they realize that and go there to get away from me when it's where I would have sent them.
Irony knows no bounds, I suppose.
It's true. And did you get your facts?
Yes. Thank you for humoring me.
No, it's...
But no, there is. Yes, I think I've taken enough of your time. Thank you.
All right. Anything else?
I think he'll stand up. He's thinking through a lot of that. And he just thinks to him, he sort of thinks to himself, it's almost there. I can see the shape of it. But there's something missing still. And as he walks over to where the others are gathered, he thinks to himself, very glad I didn't give him my name. But I know better than to give an investigator or detective your name if you don't have to. None of them should have ever given me theirs. He'll join the others.
Well,
So what are we doing?
PW is frantically welding.
Yes. Putting the weight back on. Your stand-up.
It is a bulking period.
Kelly got us a job.
Did we need a job?
Apparently.
Is this a job before or after we help the help the son of that individual out of the town? Is it be done before then? By the way, I believe, putting two and two together, that there is actually a mercy killer sitting at a table back there that I just had a lovely conversation with. We should probably be discreet.
Kelly got us a job.
I got that part. Is there? Are you whispering because it's a job that we don't want anyone to know about? What is the job, Kelly?
We're going to go to the Virgin Master and get a gift out of there.
Why is the gift there?
They're being held captive against their will.
I gathered for what reason?
Well, we're going to free them.
He looks at Nail. We don't know, do we? We don't know.
No, not at all.
Okay. This was indeed the building that had the rather large, muscular fiends that had apparently welded plates of metal. Now, this is Alistair asking the group.
Okay.
Welded plates of metal to their arms.
And the walls
very
lined
same.
with hands. Yeah,
The
that's
hand,
the place.
right.
The hand wall. Yeah.
Hand wall, yes. But we found that hand with a tattoo and several of PW's hands, right. So I don't
We're probably gonna
suppose-
die.
I mean, the chances of that have gone up by likely a statistically significant margin, yes.
If y'all don't want to do it, we don't have to.
Did I
We'll
ask
just
if
do
you
the
have a
other
plan?
thing, and we'll go.
No, I'm down to go. If you put like a giant dog in front of your house and then line the place with heads on spikes, imagine what's inside the house.
Probably more heads and spikes.
And a very, very paranoid individual, I'm guessing.
Well, they are not currently present. At least that is what we were told.
This really excites you.
Mhm.
Is this because Nayland hasn't drank enough yet? Is that where we're at?
Well, I don't know. I guess if we keep meeting these people who are saying that our times here are limited, why stop ourselves from experiencing the stuff we come up to? I don't want some other me to get to live all the stuff that I chose not to do.
The call of your inner child was strong.
Yeah, we gotta go inside the Hamburglar house.
Well, that's at least a reason that makes sense. So, though we should probably, the nature I'm getting from this place is that we should probably be ready to be stabbed in the proverbial back. But as long as we're prepared.
We should investigate both the location and the person we are intended to save.
If you want.
Since we do not know why they are imprisoned, they could be imprisoned for a reason for which we would prefer they remain.
I mean, sorry, I've always got to check and make sure I know how this works.
It's just a flat sanity check, right?
Yeah.
What are you trying to figure out what works?
Sorry, no, I was just reading a spell. Actually, I don't. You told Alistair the guy's name, I assume.
Do we know the guy's name?
Yeah, I think
The name of the person we're going to save, we knew that person's name.
Yes, yes.
Tovis
Yeah.
Gilaf. Just for the sake of it, Alistair will subtle cast detect thoughts for surface thoughts only. Nothing that, if he doesn't go deep, they don't know that their thoughts are being read.
Right.
That's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to tip anybody off. Surface thoughts across the bar if anyone has got that name.
Kind of in their head.
Yeah.
Okay. So from that, you are able to find out that they are the former Burgeon Master that the current one overthrew and imprisoned in the deepest parts of the place.
Alistair's eyes get wide. And then he gets sort of looking at his face like, oh, of course. I should have expected. Yes, so that name is known by people in here. Evidently, that's the former Burgenmeister. So he is being held because the current Burgenmeister overthrew him and then locked him in a dungeon. So it is indeed a political prisoner that we are being asked to get out. And I don't know if the previous Burgenmeister was better or worse than the former one, although Alistair just thinks to the conversation he just had, because the guy said that the rule about not being able to leave was new, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh. So, The gentleman I just spoke to told me that this whole "we're all criminals, once you come in, you can't get out" that's a new rule. So I'm wondering if that's the current Burgenmeister's rule. So perhaps, well, it would be fascinating to speak with this older Burgenmeister. Those of us that survive, at least.
Kelly hits her head on the table.
Are you all right, Kelly?
I don't understand any of this. It's too political.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just that the person who, what are we being offered to do this, by the way?
2,000.
2,000.
Actually, 1,000 if we accept Kelly at her word. And she sold a lock of her hair for 1,000.
Did anyone insight check whether she was lying?
Nope. They bought
I just assumed she was lying, and she
that. It was just like, I don't believe anything Kelly says.
like
Okay.
I
Rubbing
the money
Kelly's
amount
back.
was the same, but like that Kelly was straight up lying about like
Yeah.
the hair pop.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 2,000 or 1,000 is, I'd say it's pretty light, but the what people are being offered for things in this town is strange. So maybe that makes sense. But no, no worries, Kelly. This is a very interesting opportunity, and if folks are up for it, we may certainly, as Nayland said, learn a little more about the town.
You know, we don't have to tell prisoner Burgermeister that we were offered any money to let him out, and we can see how much he wants to give us.
That is a reasonable point.
That's true as well. I think the only thing I would want is to ensure that if this leads to an alternative way for us to leave, that we do attempt to take that gentleman's child with us. We did tell him we would do that.
Well, if we are freeing the Burgermeister, then he will likely be able to change the rules.
Perhaps that is all I'm saying. I want to make sure that we still do that.
Well, yeah.
Then I mean, I don't know. Silver says we may die, and maybe you all would like to see the next one of me. I don't know.
It will be difficult to find a way in.
All my morbid jokes aside, I don't want any of you to die.
I appreciate that sentiment.
Kelly, you feeling better?
No.
Okay.
Do you still want to do this, Kelly?
Not really.
What happened?
I feel like this place just keeps trying to take advantage of me.
To be fair, Kelly, I think this place tries to take advantage of everybody.
Yeah, but it really has it in it for me. Like it's messing with me all the time.
What changed in the last 30 seconds that made you feel that way?
Like I just feel like I just keep screwing up here. Like I was trying to spy earlier and I got scolded. I was trying to I don't know. I just don't like this place. But if you all want to do it, we can.
If it makes you feel any better, Kelly, because I'm not particularly fond of this place either at the moment, if we actually were to succeed in freeing the old Burgermeister, we would be screwing with this place right back again.
Yeah, but even the guy who hired me didn't tell me this.
Well,
To be fair, Kelly, did you ask?
I asked a lot of things, but they didn't want to tell me everything.
They may have been worried that were we to fail, you would identify them later.
Maybe.
What do we remember about the layout of that building?
I think we were inside of it.
We were
But
turned
from the
away at the
outside.
door.
You've never been
Correct.
in it, no.
Well, we can just walk in.
I do not believe that they are open to that degree.
I think we did sort of try that and were blocked pretty quickly by the fiends.
Well, the gift saw us at the dump.
He saw me running for my life.
Yeah, he said he watched our dealing with the rust dogs.
That was all silver.
Indeed.
Then why did they talk to me? I was talking to the node. Unless the node sent them to me. Which I haven't really given the node an answer yet.
You could inquire to see if the node has any knowledge of the Burgenmeister's home.
Yeah, actually, we could do that. We probably should do that.
I'll wait here.
Okay. Well, I'll go talk to the node.
Perhaps several of us could have some information gathering.
I could go and evaluate the location.
I'm with Kelly.
I will also go gather information about the Burgermeister's house.
Alistair can go with PW and Silver. Because if I can get like within 30 feet of the place, there's something I can use. But we definitely don't want to loiter. They seemed very annoyed at us loitering, so passing by at a brisk pace if possible.
Well, we originally came there to speak with the Burgermeister, so maybe we can just check. And they said that he wasn't in yet. He had a business meeting or something. So we can just say we're checking in.
Correct.
We're not loitering.
We could do that.
Also, I don't know if layout-wise, if there's anything around that would be plausible that we would be visiting.
Okay. In that case, you can So there's team dumpster, team check out the house.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Correct.
Okay. So going out to the house, you see these horde demons looking over the door and upon the wall, long, like a very high wall around this estate. What do you want to do to get information? What's the plan?
So at some point, oh sorry.
Well, you said that like you have something. I was like, I was thinking I could go up to them and just ask them my question and be a distraction.
So what I was gonna do, Matt, is subtle cast warp sense, which lets me detect portals within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
To see if there's any alternative, like secret portal ways in.
Then with Silva's distraction, you were able to determine there are no portals that you can sense.
Okay. Just in case. Right. So
PW
he'll mentally tell PW and Silver that.
would say, I will assess the outside of the building to see if there are any obvious or less obvious access points. Just gonna try for a perception check or investigation. Not sure which.
Here, I think is investigation.
That's a 16, unless it needs to be better.
Succeed to do it. You are able to find the best you can come to is there is a place where the wall looks like it's been like damaged a little bit. There's not a crack or place one could squeeze through, but you can tell there's like a hunk missing out of it, or potentially you would estimate, based on what you can see, that there's maybe only like 3 more inches of wall before you could actually maybe get into the other side. Though what's on the other side, you are not sure. Even as you kind of look, there's, the welded to the skin demons running along the parapets above.
Okay. Do we get a sense too for like how many of the guards are around the building generally?
Around the gate, there's roughly 4 that will always be around immediately, and around the walls, there is like a separate set of 4. But then past the walls into the inners, it's hard to tell.
Relate that information through our psychic.
So I'm assuming at this point the 3 of us are just talking psychically to each other. Alistair will just say, well, that may be the best way in, though. A lot of uncertainty.
Not sure if we could breach it or if, via magical process, transfer ourselves through that thinner point.
Well, we gotta get in somehow, and it doesn't seem like they want to let us in the front gate. I'm going to assume that the big guys were just like, he's not in. No loitering.
Ultimately, yeah. So Nayland and Kelly, how do you want to proceed at the dump? Sorry.
Kelly is going to start looking for the node.
Okay. So goes, y'all back so soon? Awesome. Good luck on finding things to give me 3 gold for.
I've already given you 3 gold.
I know. I hope you find more things you want. It's a
I don't
good
even
luck
want
fish.
these. I want to sell these back to you.
All right. I could help you out for 1 silver.
No.
Okay.
I'll go look for the node.
Looking around, and eventually Trash uncovers and bursts out the floating rat, the large brain. Ah, it speaks in your head. Both of you, you've got another. Are you ready to rise against the Lady of Pain?
Well, we're still thinking about it, and we had an idea. So, we have a feeling, a really strong feeling based on what we've learned around town, that they are keeping vital information about the Lady of Pain in the Virgin Master.
Virgin Master.
Virgin Master. And we need a way in. And obviously, going in through the front door isn't going to cut it, because they'd find us and then they'd figure out what we're doing and they'd alert the Lady of Pain, and that's no good.
Look, for us to even consider helping you, prove to us that you got any kind of, that you're up to snuff.
Okay. Give me a deception check, please. Kelly.
Phew.
I use inspiration. Wow. 16.
Okay. Gonna lean in, super up the lady. Oh. Okay, sure. What is it you want to know about the estate?
Well, we can't go in through the front door. We're looking for another means of getting inside that we could sneak in.
Oh, sneak in. You could pretend to be bringing somebody in from prison. You could get arrested by them and be brought in and put in a cell. It's not very sneaky, but it is sneaky when you think about it. But, sneaking in. There sometimes brings those who want to be tortured. They bring them in a cart, in a wagon of sorts. You could be underneath said wagon. Attach yourselves, you could. Yes. Hold on tight, and then drop off at some point.
You want us to send ourselves in to be tortured?
No, you would be under those being tortured.
Did you say that they want to be tortured?
No, that they want to torture the people.
Makes
People
more sense.
they want to touch her.
Got it.
Dalen's a little slow, but I understood what you meant.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
She'll update me later.
Nobody in town was buying these spoons.
No. Oh,
What's
they're
the
lost
story?
your gain.
Well, yeah, but what's their story?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's the whole point. If it's a puzzle, an enigma, that's what makes it so fun.
see, but when you say that, it makes it feel like these things are really important in some way, and then when I go to the bar, they make me feel like they're not important at all. I don't know what to do.
You're one of those.
What do you mean?
You let people make you feel things instead of choosing what you feel. One of those.
I can choose what I feel?
Mm.
How?
Everyone chooses how they react to everything. All feelings are choice. If you don't feel good, you have chosen not to feel good.
How do I do that?
Decide that they're valuable. You found them. They're your puzzle.
Right?
What others say about it doesn't matter.
Right.
They are just ignorant. You are the wise one.
Right. You're right. Exactly. My hair is more valuable.
It is like gold.
Thank you. I feel like you get me.
You get me too. I feel.
Well, you've at least given us some ideas. We'll see what we can come up with, because I assume there's nothing underneath the building that you're aware of.
Oh, there's basements. It could be where they're kept. There's many prisoners there.
Any way to get down to the basement without going in through the door?
Hmm. Do you have a shovel?
I might.
Dig.
I do not.
Ah. I'd imagine you could take maybe 50 to 70 years, dig down underneath into the basement. Good plan.
That's with the shovel?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Well, it sounds like the other ideas might work a little better.
Remember, time does not have a significance to most of the people here. They just don't.
Yeah, I think we'll figure it out on our own from here. Thanks, Ratman.
The node.
The node.
Yes. Yes, no gender. Definite article. The node.
I do actually apologize about that. That's actually my bad.
All right. Maybe we will just laugh about it after the Lady of Pain licks our boots.
Just to be clear, we didn't actually agree to that yet. This is like a trial thing that we're
Oh,
doing.
yes, I know.
All right.
I know.
Sick.
Are you wearing boots?
I think positively. I forecast the reality I want there to be.
Right.
Wait,
Yeah, that's your whole thing.
Is this rat wearing clothing, or are they...
Nope,
Just-
butt naked, hair wet.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess we could head back now.
Yeah. Cool.
It sees you look and go, oh, I will buy boots so she can lick them.
Hot.
You see, isn't the node kind of cool?
Kelly, and Nayla's gonna pull Kelly away from the node, like kind of to the side. Okay, I'm gonna say a couple things, and I just need you to agree to say yes.
I can't do that.
Okay, you're gonna just agree to listen and agree to say yes, please. I promise.
I will
it's not
agree
something
to
that you're gonna hate.
listen. I'm not necessarily going to say yes if I don't know what the question is.
Well, it's not a question. I'm just gonna say things, and then you're gonna say yes.
Well, what if you say something off the wall, like your hair is more valuable than my hair?
Okay, it's definitely, I promise, not gonna be about our hair.
Why do I have to say yes?
The node is an idiot. And that shit that he was saying, that you can believe reality to be different, I mean, maybe that's true sometimes, but you can't think yourself into curing cancer or chronic disease. There's real shit that happens to people that affects them, and that's valid. And I just needed you to hear that, so say yes.
Naylan, I agree with you on some of those things, but you're wrong. The node is not an idiot just because they like my ideas.
No, Kelly, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that part of, believing in yourself and trusting your gut is saying that you did feel bad that people took advantage of you, and that feeling sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. All right, you're saying yes already. Thing number
Yeah.
2, I'm going to hand you the brooch, and now you have to take this.
What's this?
It's the brooch, the thing, the art thing.
The art?
The thing that I got that you were obviously
Oh.
really jealous of.
Well, yeah. But
And the point, stop, I'm still going. And you have to say yes. So the thing about it is that when you wear this, nobody can take advantage of you. You can't feel fear. You can't be charmed. And now, if you wear this, you can walk around confidently. Okay? So just take it. That feeling that you were describing is shit. It sucks. No one should ever have to feel like I don't know, they can't trust themselves, or that people are gonna walk all over you. That's fucked.
Nayland,
What?
this is the nicest thing you've ever done for me.
Okay, let's not focus on that.
Oh, I mean it. She just slings her arms around you.
Oy. Okay, I'm gonna Starlight Step out of that. I wipe myself. All right, let's just go back to the others.
Fine.
Actually, if we could see over the wall, you and I could just get through it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 2 of us down.
Oh, because we know how to do the thing.
Yeah, the thing I just did. Yeah,
Yeah.
that thing. So we just need a way to get the other 3 in. 3 is easier than 5.
That's true.
Okay, cool. So this was kind of productive. That's good. Okay, great. And I'm gonna walk away.
Okay. So you all meet up.
Yep.
Okay, everybody. I came up with a few ideas. None of them are great, but they're possibilities. One of them is apparently they were suggesting some of us pretend to be guards and some of us pretend to be prisoners. You know, that's probably not a great idea. They were suggesting some of us go in a box underneath people being tortured. That's also not a great idea. And so Nayland and I came up with another idea, which is if we can see the top of the building, well, the 2 of us can get in there, and then we would just need to figure out how to get the other 3 of you in there.
When we were near the building the first time, did we not feel it inhibit your ability to teleport?
Oh, did we do that?
Yeah.
Is that magic, though? Or is that different? The DM question.
It was a sensation you experienced, Gilly.
Yeah, like you can't teleport over the wall.
Oh,
Okay. I thought it was just, never mind. Okay. So
damn.
it's not spell related. It's just any magical teleportation. Okay, so that plans out.
Digging.
Yeah, you can teleport, but you just cannot teleport through walls. Or over walls or over the barrier. A wall is physically there, but is also not a physical fact.
They also mentioned we could spend 50 to 60 years digging, but
A reasonable solution.
apparently getting in through the front door, the only way it's going to work is if we're pretending to have our, like business, which I don't know how they wouldn't recognize us as not being guards, but...
Is everyone who turns in prisoners a guard?
I think in order to get in, according to what they were saying, it sounded like we would have to have some people pretend to be guards. But the node had never really tried it.
I do have an idea now, but it will involve somebody being bait.
Well, I guess that's me.
Well, what?
Is this a fish humor?
I get it.
I mean,
Is it-
I was... Yeah, but
Well, theoretically, we're wanted by Sigil, correct?
yeah.
Well, I spent some time being a bounty hunter, so theoretically, I could try to turn in somebody.
But aren't you also wanted?
Yeah, that's why I go in under a disguise.
But if
As
you're the
another
bounty,
goblin.
wait, I thought you were going to use your bounty hunter credentials. But if you're in a disguise, you can't use your bounty hunter credentials.
It's not bounty hunter connections. I'm pretending to be a different bounty hunter goblin.
Oh,
There's quite
Are
a few
there
of
that
us.
many?
It's practically a legion at this point.
yeah.
So just one of hundreds of goblin bounty hunters that happen to turn in semi-aquatic humanoids.
I could say that I'm a revolutionary like the other mermaid in town.
I didn't hate the Node's idea about sneaking in under the cart. I mean, PW and I are pretty sneaky. We could stick
That could
ourselves under the cart.
Yeah.
I could easily be installed under a cart.
I would suggest as well that if we do Silver's bait idea to some extent, that perhaps I should be the bait. Because
Okay.
I do not need to speak or use my hands to cast my spells. So I
Okay.
can be bound, and I would still be able to cast my magic.
Works for me. I didn't really want to be the bait, to be honest with you.
Why did you volunteer then?
I was trying to make a joke about being a fish, and I didn't
I
realize.
knew it was a fish human.
And then I
Oh, God.
realized I'd volunteered, and then it was awkward to not volunteer. And so, yeah.
Did you intend to reveal your mistake when you were being marched into the Bergenmeister Manor?
I don't know. But I do have to figure out how I get in now. Oh, wait. I can become an animal.
What kind of animal?
Any kind of animal, really. Like a small, tiny little, whatever. Insect.
Fish.
Fly over?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I could, but I don't know if there's anything up there.
Hmm.
Also,
Are
I don't
there-
know. Go ahead.
Are there normally birds flying in and around Cursed?
No, great question.
Or are they all incarcerated?
If there are any animals over here now. That I think
All
about.
birds illegal. They're all
There's no-
criminals.
I'd say that there is a semblance of beast and animal life here and there.
Well, you could be a bug, even like a fly.
I could just be like a pet spider for Silver.
I would have more than just a pet spider. Let's be honest.
What
here.
would you have?
2 pet spiders?
I don't know, something intimidating, like a wolf or a
I can,
bear.
I can do that. I can do both of those things.
Really?
Yeah. I become a bear. Or a crocodile.
Sick.
Or a warhorse. Or a raptor.
A goblin riding a raptor?
Clarification. I was gonna say on the raptor. The bird raptor or the small dinosaur raptor?
Dinosaur.
That would be pretty great.
Okay. Great.
So
Where do
what
we
kind-
rendezvous?
Well, we have to take him back to the tent, is what the Gith said. And the Gith said his tent is way yonder.
I meant inside the wall.
Oh,
We did locate a weak point, but I do not intend to exploit it in that fashion.
Could PW and Naylan ride along underneath the cart that Silver is bringing me in on, so that we do not have to actually split up? I can likely make it look like you need to bind me to a cart to bring me in.
Okay. I'm also wondering, you are like psychic, right, Alistair?
I have ability. Yes, by a certain definition, yes. What do you?
Is there anything to the idea of letting them put you in a cell so that you could tell us things we might need to know about guard rotations and stuff, so that we might have an easier time getting down to you and the old Burgermeister?
Yes, I can only do it with one person. But once the link is made, I can maintain it for 8 minutes.
What a specific
Mine-
number.
I can do 3 people for multiple hours as long as you're within a mile.
I can also simply do a one-off message that I can send, but I'm limited on the number of words I can use.
Okay, well, I don't hate that. I mean, that all sounds fine. But that's only if we want to let you get that far. Or are we trying to just get in and then run away?
The way it was described was, we don't want to be in the cart because now they didn't explain why, other than you don't want to be tortured. But that's what they were saying. So just full disclosure, the node did not tell us to get in the cart.
You could also be outside, ready to exploit the flaw in the wall to facilitate our escape.
Yeah, so I think if we're doing the Alistair prisoner idea, he needs to be with Silver as a prisoner. And then the two of you could hide under the torture cart that goes in, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't remember who suggested the cart, but somebody was saying that Silver and Alistair could have a separate, like their own cart for bringing Alistair in, and then we could hide under that.
Oh, okay.
Not the torture cart.
I understand. Now, my brain is a little tired.
It's the brooch.
We need to find a cart.
Yeah.
I'm fine with going under the torture cart.
I cannot transform into a torture cart.
There are no creatures shaped like wagons in your repertoire.
No.
But a dwagon?
I mean, I can't become a dragon yet, but if I could, I could just follow you all, then spit you out inside.
So we should attempt to find when another one of these carts will be arriving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we could find out at the tavern.
I knew I kept these around here for something good. And then Silver pulls out the dimensional shackles.
Amazing.
Great memories with these.
I think the tavern's a good place to start.
Do we need any short or long rests?
I hope not.
I'm pretty okay.
I'm okay.
I think we had one not too long ago. Oh, that's right, because we just got here.
All in one Monday, a very busy day.
So, what would you like to do?
We're gonna scope out for incoming torture cards.
Try to get some word on when one is arriving.
Checking the torture card schedule.
So we can get it.
I believe it's Rackin' Wednesday. That's the...
So you do see there is a cart that is currently being coming from outside of Cursed. And there is a selection of individuals, humans and some tiefling that are kind of have it being get it up, and then they stop at the gate and they kind of look up, go, hey, you know the drill. And some demons toss over some gold, and then they smack their horses on the butt, and the horses just run the cart in as they then turn and begin to do a spell to eventually summon steeds for themselves and ride away. And a Maleficent takes the cart, begins apparently to lead the horses to the Burgeon Master's estate.
What takes the cart?
A Maleficent.
What's,
So is it just one guy?
is it an elephant?
Maleficent.
What's a maleficent?
It's the things that killed Kelly the first time.
The baseball things?
Yeah.
Correct.
They look like so they kind of have the thing of what you'd think of a somewhat humanoid elephant would be, except that they're blackened skinned, large spears often kind of are out of their shoulders, glowing green eyes that are slanted, and the end of their trunks have teeth.
Oh god. Are they moving slow enough that we think we could like run up behind the cart?
I mean, you could always, whatever you want to try.
Is there one of them, or is it two of them?
There's one Maleficent guiding the cart right now.
All right. Then my plan is to bring over Alistair in the Dimensions shackles and gagged. And
Before we set that all up, Alistair will ask, these are magical shackles. Will they simply prevent spellcasting?
it says here that the shackles prevent a creature bound by them from using any method of extra-dimensional movement, including teleportation or travel to a different plane of existence. They don't prevent the creature from passing through an interdimensional portal. But so no, you can still use magic.
Yeah, I am not able to do that anyways.
You are just now gagged.
Yeah, that's fine.
What animal do I need to become?
A velociraptor, please.
A velociraptor?
I'm gonna write it.
Okay. I will cast Speak to Animals on me before I do this. And then I will become a 12-foot raptor.
Clarification: are you a 12-foot raptor with blonde hair?
I'm not 12 foot.
Did you say clawfoot?
Yeah.
Ah, they said 12-foot. Oh.
Clawfoot raptor, not 12-foot raptor, yes. Okay.
So the way I'm approaching this Maleficent is that you're like I have you by the shackles and you're like walking behind me while I'm on the rafter. And I'm going to essentially draw his attention, giving you guys the chance to hide like in the however you want to on the cart.
Okay, so you come up. Let's do that scene a little bit.
Yeah.
So it goes.
This is the plan here.
And it immediately puts its large glaive right to your forehead. What do you want?
I don't want any trouble, friend. But I heard there was a bounty out on this guy. Something about like some kind of cult without pants. I don't know.
See the no pants cult leader.
I just want to turn him in.
Give me a deception check. Advantage because you mentioned no pants.
Is Alistair wearing pants in this moment?
I assume so, unless Silver took them off me.
Clever disguise.
Exactly, I know.
Alistair's trying to remember if he actually told them that part of the conversation with the...
It's a 12.
Oh, that is the yes and aspect of RP. Somebody cited they heard it, and we go.
Okay.
I want to like growl.
All right, a 12. As they go, this guy, he has pants. What are you trying to pull here?
As soon as they start raising their voices, I just kind of do that raptor thing where I just go, ah! Just kind of,
Relax,
intimidate them a little bit.
Give me an intimidation check.
We used another inspo.
Did you use polymorph or his shape change?
I used my druid shapeshift, whatever.
Shape. Okay, cool.
That's a 21.
Okay. Move along. While that is happening, Nailin and Patient, what would you like to do?
We're just hanging around, aren't we?
We're sneaking under the cart, aren't we?
Yeah, we're hanging to the bottom.
Yeah. I'm gonna bend down like I'm walking by, and then I bend down like I'm pretending to tie my shoe, but then I just roll under the cart.
I think PWC just shrinks and has small wheels that just kind of drive him like a small RC car underneath.
Excuse me. Both of you give me a stealth check, please.
22.
17 unless it needs to be better.
With this, it's pretty good as you both row and you hold on to the cart. I do now need to determine how well you do this. There will be an athletics check.
Frick me.
I think there's one more inspiration in there. No,
Could
there's
offer-
2 more.
2 more.
Instead,
1,
offer
2,
Nayland guidance too and show her where
4,
to like
5,
put it,
so
latch on.
yeah,
Okay.
there's like 3 more.
Yeah,
I'll
3.
use an inspo and the guidance. 14.
Okay. PW.
Uh-oh.
That rest did a lot to you, huh?
What'd you get?
Total of 12.
Okay. Naylin, you're able to pull yourself up. PW, you clank to the bottom. Tick, 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 tick. Goes, what's that? As the one with you, Silvers begins to turn. He begins to try to look under the cart.
PW would pull some nuts and bolts from inside of its like blacksmith pouch and like huck them away from underneath the cart.
You're trying to do what? What's your what's the point?
Like sleight of hand, I'm trying to throw these like nuts and bolts to make up for that's what the sound was.
Oh.
Like screw back up there.
Oof. Okay. DC 23 sleight of hand.
Ooh.
Mm.
Oh, this is 17.
Oh, okay. All right, Nayland. I will now need. Look at me. I'll do a DC 21 stealth.
Hi.
Because now it's looking right underneath.
20.
Oh!
That's so sad.
While this train wreck is happening, do I have an action yet? Or
It's kind of happened while Ella was going on, and they told you to go. So they said move along. So I think, say this: if you do something, you will be like aggressive enemy of this thing.
okay.
If you want to try something, but it is going to like you are disobeying an order from a guard at this point because like the intimidation made them not want to incarcerate you. That Kelly did intimidation. Made you not like kind of let you get out of this situation. So it's up to you if you want to kind of join this, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, because Silver hearing the clanking and him going over to the other end and bending down, I feel like Silver immediately thinks we've been caught at this point. If one of us has gotten caught, we've all been caught. So I'm going to use my action to take off the shackles from Alistair.
Okay. Yeah, they're not paying attention to that. You're good to go. Action remove shackles.
Because I have to distinctly say that I'm taking them off because it takes an action to remove them.
You got it. So now they look and see the yellow and pink and the tattooed one that is Nayland. Hey! And you know what? We're going to end there for tonight.
Oh.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, and we'll get into initiative, and Silver's gone!
Silver got thrown in the hole the first day.
Yeah. So, all right, everyone watching, thank you so much. We'll see you in those 2 weeks. Have a great one.